An American who pleaded guilty to carrying ammunition in Turks and Caicos will not face prison time. A judge found there were exceptional circumstances to avoid the 12-year mandatory minimum sentence for Bryan Hagerich. His prison sentence of 52 weeks was suspended. He'll have to pay a $6,700 fine. Hagerich was charged after hunting ammo was found in his checked luggage in February. He's one of 5 Americans charged with carrying ammunition in their luggage. All of them say they didn't realize they had bullets with them. Possessing a gun or ammunition is illegal in the British territory. Let's bring in CBS News national correspondent Manuel Bojorquez. So, Manuel, walk us through what happened in the courtroom today.
Yeah, this went down just about an hour ago that the judge decided to hand down that sentence of 12 months suspended and that $6,700 fine. But there was a lot of concern going into the hearing today that there was no guarantee that would happen, that those 5 Americans may actually have been sentenced to up to 12 years in prison, which is a mandatory sentence for anyone possessing ammunition or firearms on the islands of Turks and Caicos. So that was the big concern going into this. He very well could soon be on his way home. The question now is those 4 other Americans who say they were found with stray bullets in their bags and that it was an accident, whether they will say go through essentially the same type of sentencing here. That is what many of them were hoping, even though it's a pretty steep fine. They were hoping to avoid jail time, and that seems to be what will happen, at least for Bryan Hagerich at this point.
Yeah, so given what we know about the circumstances involving the others, I mean, do we have a sense that what happened here in this case, this suspended sentence, maybe could be what happens with the other Americans charged?
You know, a lot of people will wonder that, and that may be because this will set some sort of precedent for the others that indeed that is what happens. But again, there's no guarantee. There have been a lot of talking back and forth between the United States and Turks and Caicos, and they essentially said, look, we have to let our legal process play out, and the judge does have discretion. That's what happened, at least in this one case.
Yeah, you can imagine, though, those other Americans maybe breathing a sigh of relief today just seeing what happened in this first case. You know, you mentioned Turks and Caicos officials saying, let's let our own judicial system play out. We know an American congressional delegation visited Turks and Caicos this week. How were they received? Do you think it helped or hurt the situation?
Well, we came away from that with 2 different stories. The congressional delegation, when they arrived back in the United States, they said they felt like they made some headway with the officials there on the island, that they would not be seeking to get a 12-year sentence for what is essentially an accident, according to these tourists. But again, the island officials said, look, we're going to let things play out. There was no agreement that was laid out by these congressional delegation that came to visit here. So really 2 stories there. But interestingly enough, because Turks and Caicos depends so much on tourism, you can imagine that that may have factored into the decision because there was already one call from a representative in the House to force the State Department or urge the State Department to issue a do not travel advisory to Turks and Caicos, given what has happened to these 5 Americans.
No, the island would not want that. All right, Manuel Bojorquez, thank you.